Welcome Transformers fans, my name is Composite EnerJoe and today I will be reviewing the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe class Drift. And here he is in his Bugatti Veyron alt mode. And it's a pretty cool it's a pretty cool car. Pretty cool car. There I believe is the front grille is the where the Bugatti logo would go. Is it from the side? Spoiler. And on the back right here, I believe that is a Bugatti logo. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And you have a little gas cap there, and on this side, along with an Autobahn logo right there. And yeah, this is Drift. Pretty cool. And weird thing is that in the film, he was a triple changer. And in the toy form, apparently they made this version first, which was the car, and then when the apparently the story is that when the Hasbro or Takara, whoever was designing the figure, wasn't aware that he was going to be a triple changer, so instead of doing like let's say, I don't know, I guess remolding and retooling the Thrilling 30 Springer mold in order to make this guy, they ended up just having two separate toys. So you had this figure, and then they made a separate figure, the helicopter, which was a Voyager class, which was basically a repaint and slight retool of the Darker Than Moon Skyhammer figure. So that's enough about him. And oh, one other thing. Apparently, he has a bit of a backstory that's not really told in the movie, but he used to be a Decepticon who then switched sides. He's also a samurai, which you'll see more of that motif going in his robot mode. He also comes with these two swords, which peg underneath the vehicle mode. Right there, using that port with this peg. Put it there with both swords, and that's where he stores them. However, when you do that, you can kind of see the swords then go further down than where the wheels are. So it doesn't count here, but he does have problems rolling on a harder flat surface. So he also comes with these two daggers, which, annoying enough, he can't store in his vehicle mode. He only has the two rooms for either the two daggers or the two swords, which is kind of annoying. Hate when they do that. But let me pop these off. There we go. And let's get on to his transformation. First, you come up here to this back part, dig your nails in there, pop this up. It's the first step. Then I believe you go forward here. Yeah, you separate, go side here, separate what would eventually become the arms, right? And then doing that, separate that. And this, you lift that up. You then turn this around and fold this. Fold that. Well, not yet. That's before doing that, you come over here. What was next? Oh yeah, his arms, you have to separate them. Then lower this and push his head forward. Then you get to lower this, fold that down, and oh yeah, when you go in here, make sure you lift this part up. This is a port which then connects to this peg. So you connect this port. Can't really see it, but it's like, yeah, there you connect it. And there you have, then might as well finish up his torso. You get these panels, fold them up, and then you have some little samurai armor there. Fold this up, more armor. Separate the arms, make sure that's in there. Then for the legs, you separate the legs. Fold the foot down. And there's like one other thing, fold the foot down. You also turn this back, and this thing folded down. hold it down. Same thing over here. Hold it down. And there we have Drift in his robot mode. And it's pretty cool. Looks really close to how he does in the movie. Except for one thing, he's a bit too, I guess, squat for my liking. Since Drift is supposed to be a speedy samurai character, it's weird seeing him in this sort of squat form. I think Drift should have honestly been maybe a I'm not saying that this is bad. This is still it's a pretty good figure. But I think he would have benefited from being maybe a Voyager class, or bring back the whole in between Deluxe and Voyager, like maybe another size to like slim him down or something. Because he's not bad, but he's a bit too bulky for what he needs to be, for what he should be. So then we get his swords, which you can put in each hand. And there's a samurai look. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have a way of storing these swords, because these daggers, which you can also hold, you can actually store. You lift this up, you see these ports. You can put the dagger here, dagger there, lower it back down, and there he has, there. And that's where you put the daggers. And like I said, unfortunately, you can either put the daggers there or the swords there, like if you really wanted to. But he doesn't have a way of like storing the swords, which is honestly really annoying. Like, I would have liked if he was able to like sheath it, like do something, like put this somewhere else. But no, he has to hold it, which is a darn shame. Like that's like the biggest problem I have with this figure, is that you only have in both modes, you only have one way of storing one pair of his weapons. That's it, either the draggers or the swords. He can't store them both at the same time, which is just very unfortunate. But overall, this is a really good figure. Let's get into his articulation here. Arms that far. That. Same here. Swivel here. And not a swivel, but the wrist does this. Does that. Just does that, nothing else. He can do really, really good high kick. Makes sense, you know, samurai. Knee that far, that forward, that far back, but because of his backpack, it doesn't. He could go further back if that wasn't there, but as far as he can go. And head is on a ball joint, ball joints do what ball joints do. So, and that's pretty much it. I wish they would have made him a little bigger. Honestly, I think they should have just, like I said, if the story's true, they should have honestly taken the Springer mold from the Thrilling 30 line and retooled it just to make it Drift. I think that would have been a simple fix. They just make him a triple changer. But I'll just for the moment just believe the story they gave us, where they just didn't know that he was going to be a triple changer. And well, that is one thing. Like in the movie, he was a triple changer, and they didn't really utilize it that very much. I think in one scene it was kind of useful, but they never really capitalized on that, and that really bugs me, because being a triple changer has so many advantages to it, but they barely used it in the movie. I still like the figure, and he's still a pretty cool character. And that's pretty much it. This is my review of the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Drift. And this is Composite EnerJoe, signing off. Peace out.